On today's show, Facebook is down and it's out. We'll discuss what's going on with the outage because a lot of people thought they was being hacked this morning. Wendell Pierce is going to be the new Perry White, and we're going to talk about this man's outstanding career from The Wire to just recently being on Raising Kanan. Jerry Jones, ladies and gentlemen, may have had a love child, and this love child is 27, and now she says she wants a piece of that billion-dollar empire called the Cowboys. We'll discuss that and so much more on this episode of the Lamont Tyson Life Gains channel, Life Gains podcast. Here we go.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
That's right, crew. You're in the building. Lamont Tyson chilling with the homegirl, the Hammer Moochie. What's going on, Moochie?
What's up? What's up? I thought we got hacked. I'm kind of still on standby, checking all my stuff. So I don't know.
Well, Moochie says what's up. I say what's down, and that's fucking Facebook. It's down, and the question is it out for the count? Shout out to everybody that's joining in with us on your lunchtime tributes and things that you're doing. We are very grateful to have you with us. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Anytime we do a live show, it's up on that podcast. You can get it anywhere you get your podcast, Life Gains Podcast. Follow me on Twitter. I oftentimes communicate with people there. And I am building up that Life Gains TikTok. So go hit us up there. And Moochie's places to follow her is in the link below. Moochie, let's dive on into this, sis. Let's jump into it.
Let's get it.
A lot of us woke up to this morning. You can't get into your Facebook. And if you know you can't get into Facebook, you also are in trouble in some other accounts. That would also include Instagram, the WhatsApp, Meta's new version of Twitter. What are they calling that thing, Moochie?
Metaverse. And I know I couldn't get in Messenger, so.
Not the Metaverse, the other one that Threads too.
I didn't even sign up for that.
Yeah. Well, Threads too. Some people haven't been able to get into any of it, while some people have been able to get into their Instagram and their Threads, but can't get into Facebook. So I did some digging. Let's see what they're talking about. It was reported that Facebook users were met with pop-ups reading "Session expired, log in again." Tapping on the message would take them to a login screen where users reported seeing a message reading "Unable to log in. An unexpected error occurred. Please log in again." When trying to log in on the web browser, Facebook users were wrongly told the password you've entered is incorrect. Those trying to access Facebook Messenger encountered the same situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Facebook itself is separate from the Messenger, just so that you guys know. On Instagram, users have been able to access most content, but received a notification on their timeline that the feed could not be refreshed. When trying to access Instagram online, a message like the one below appeared, and that message was just simply, "Internet is down." They go on to say, Meta's newest app, Threads, also had trouble loading. Those who were logged out of their accounts reported being unable to log back in. As of 9:45 CT, Meta reported major, and you see they quoted that, Moochie, major disruptions with Facebook logins, WhatsApp Business API, and the Meta Admin Center. Regarding Facebook, Meta said it is aware of an issue impacting Facebook login. Our engineering teams are actively looking to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. Shortly after 10 a.m. CT, Meta status tracker site seemingly had trouble loading, but showed major disruptions across nearly all of its platforms. It is currently unclear, what is causing the outage. Moochie. I've been dibber-dabbling in tech for a very long time, and I can tell you what's causing this outage. And let me set this up like this. Is Facebook did not plan for this to be an outage, because if they would have sent messages to everybody. We're going to be updating our servers. We're going to be updating software. We're going to be updating firmware. They would have sent you a damn message. The fact that this came abruptly and they don't know what's going on tells me that they are under a cyber attack. What do you think, Moochie? You're on mute.
I agree. I do think they that's the first thing that came to my head, y'all. Is it going down, Lamont?
Well, the thing is, how much information has been hacked or how much information is being ransomed? If it is being ransomed, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just speculating. I don't know if this is true or not, but the fact that Facebook did not plan this, and this has happened in such a wide scale, tells me that this was something that was an attack. Either this was an attack from the outside or an attack from the inside. It's definitely not something that they wanted, because every minute they're down, they're losing millions of dollars in revenue. Millions. And I can't think of nobody who wants to lose millions of dollars in revenue per hour. So it is fair for me to assume that there's some kind of hack, some kind of ransomware, and we might later see some ransomware site try to claim themselves as the ones who done this. I think, Moochie, what's important for us to do and take this moment to advise our people, make sure you have layer upon layer of security around your password, email, and phone number that you use with Facebook and any other app. Sometimes we get lazy and we don't want to do that authentication thing that goes to your phone, or use the new authentication apps that every 20 seconds they give you a new code. This right here, Moochie, says it is extremely important that you do that, because if Facebook couldn't control this,
they can't control a whole bunch of other stuff either.
Exactly. And so you, as the consumer and user of these websites, you've got to do everything you can to make sure that you put a layer of protection in place. Now, Moochie, from the way you use Facebook, how crucial and integral is Facebook to your business?
Well, I use Facebook actually for when I upload my videos.
Right.
I use it when I go live, so I couldn't use it today for that. I couldn't get on Twitter for a while with sharing a live. So in Instagram, I was having trouble with that too. I'm not tech savvy like that though, Lamont. You know this. So it's like, well, you know, I'm just gonna go back, and I don't even know if I was gonna try to change my password, but I'm afraid to do that, because what if somebody's actually in the account already?
So this is what you do. Anytime that you're going to try to reset passwords or you're going to update information, make sure that you use your cell phone. Because unless someone is spoofing your SIM card, which they can't do unless they get your SIM card, they can't have your cell phone information. So make sure that a form of backup that you have in there is your cell phone, and let that be the place where they send verification codes directly to your cell phone. And that would be a good measure of protecting your account. I mean, even that's not 100% foolproof, but it is way better than not having that step put in place. So when everybody's able to get back online, make sure you go to your privacy and security settings and make sure that your current cell phone, the one that you keep on your person, is the one where they can send security codes for you to do different things to fix and augment your account. Because some of us use Facebook for business, Moochie.
Yeah, no.
There are a lot of people that use Facebook to like put out content. A lot of people get paid from their reels and their shorts and things like that. And I'm sure some of them people was, you know, really, really fretting today, because the threat of cybersecurity is a real thing. So ladies and gentlemen, take care of your business. Make sure you legit, and make sure that these thieves can't get you, because they all trying to get you now. And I hate to interject racism, but Who do you think robs the world of more money? Cyber terrorists or the black people they try to vilify in America? And I'll just leave it right there. Moving right along. Moochie, our boy Wendell Pierce, who played the hell out of the new villains on Power Raising Kanan. Guess what he up to?
What? Let me find out.
Wendell Pierce has been cast in the new Superman as Perry White, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what's up,
man. Yo. Yes. And I was just smiling ear to ear because, Moochie, this dude, when you talk about accomplished actors and them kind of riding under the radar, I can't think of a bigger, this dude has done so much as an actor, just like kind of behind the scenes, under the radar. For crying out loud, this dude was in The Wire, which under most circumstances, Moochie, is regarded as probably the greatest TV show ever created. To this day, The Wire is regarded. And then we just seen him in Power. And I think what he's going to do, Moochie, is bring a certain level of intensity to Perry White. Now, we just seen Lawrence Fishburne play him. And Lawrence Fishburne did a good job, y'all. Make no mistake. But I think Wendell Pierce is going to do a better job. And Moochie, what do you got to say about this brother and him getting ready to become Perry? I think he's going to light a fire under Superman's ass via Clark Kent, who's going to be working for him.
Who's the Clark Kent this time in Superman?
I forgot little buddy name, but I'll look it up in a minute. But go ahead. Tell me what you think about Wendell Pierce. And while you say that, Moochie, I'm going to bring up his filmography. I'm going to show y'all this mess. Take a look at this dude's accomplishments. Look at this guy, Wendell Pierce.
It's long overdue.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was in Waiting to Exhale. Look at this. Look at this. From 1986, he's got film credits. He was in The Money Pit.
Okay, you got his picture in front of it, so we can't see all of that though.
Let me pull that down real quick. Let me pull down this picture. Okay, there you go. Boom.
The Money
He was
Pit.
in The Money Pit. Yeah, Casualties of War.
Hanks.
Yeah, Matters of Degree, Rage and Heart, Malcolm X. Had we forgot the brother was in Malcolm X?
Oh, yep. Wasn't he one of them? Get your hands out my pocket. Wasn't he one of them dudes?
Yes, he was one of them dudes. Ben Thomas. Then you got him down here in 1995, Waiting to Exhale. 96, Get on the Bus. Let's see here. What's something else? 2000
Temptations.
Yep. Fighting Temptations, Brown Sugar. 2004, he was in Ray. Like, dude. And then you keep on going. Beyond All Boundaries, he was in that. Let's see here. Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn. Damn, dude. You've been in everything. Too. Selma, he was in that. Bad Moms, The Forevers. Piercings, One Last Thing. Clemency, Don't Hang Up, King of the South, and now he's about to be in Superman. Moochie. That was just
TV.
Exactly. So you scroll on down here to TV. He's been in TV since 87. Look at this. The Equalizer, 88, 89. Law and Order, 92.
Equalizer that he was
old school. Yep. Law and Order, New York Undercover. He was Dr. Anthony Fisher. Let's see here. Law and Order. I'm looking for that. I don't see that. He was in Girlfriends, My Wife and Kids, City of Angels, The Wire, Detective William. Yeah, Judge and Amy, The Wire, The Chronicle. Damn. Drop Dead Diva, Hawthorne with Jada Pinkett Smith, The Michael J. Fox Show, Ray Donovan. Yeah, he did. Ray Donovan.
He was on Ray Donovan.
And I loved it. You know, I was a Ray Donovan fan.
Me too.
Archer.
I started doing reviews.
Yeah, Chicago PD, Jack Ryan, Accused, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. and Elizabeth, and then go further, Moochie. The dude do theater too. You got to be more careful.
He's a triple threat.
Man, this dude is a quadruple threat. And now that just makes me wonder why they tried to play my man and Wait and Exhale where he nutted in 30 seconds. But I digress. Moochie, wax poetically about this brother and what you think he's going to bring to the Perry White and the new Superman DC universe.
Look, we're gonna see him like, you know how we see. Okay, I have to bring Marvel in. You know the person that was playing the reporter for Spider-Man, he's gonna be that guy like that on here.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see him if they keep him like how they kept the other guy that was in the Spider-Man movies, we're gonna see him like that. That's a good look for him.
Real good look
for him.
Now, Moochie, you do know we got some people out there hating.
Whatever. You know who it is. You know who it is. You know who it is.
We do have those Trumpers out there hating, wanting to know, oh, why he got to be black? Didn't y'all just have a black Perry? Why we doing another black Perry? Yada, yada, yada.
You know what? I don't even hear that.
Well,
yeah, do you hear a tree fall when you're out in the forest?
No, I don't hear it.
All right, so I ain't hear what you just said.
But the only problem is it still makes a noise even if you don't hear it. And as far as I'm concerned, you still gonna take your ass to see that movie. So don't even try it. Like you do all that talking when white America's favorite two heroes is Captain America and Superman. Those are your two favorite white young heroes. Amongst the general population, Spider-Man is the favorite. But those good old I love America when you really don't dudes, they love Superman and they love Captain America. And guess what? You're going to take your ass right here to see Wendell Pierce knock this role right out the damn park. That's what he's going to do, Moochie. And I'm going to be right there front and center. Hell, I'm going to try to interview this brother because I know he's going to kill it. I know he's going to kill it. Plus, I want to know what's going to happen on Power next season too, Moochie.
True. Well, he coming back to that too, so I hope.
Yeah.
Do you think he gonna survive the whole season though?
No way he could survive the whole season. No way. Now, I do think that his boo thing might survive.
I agree.
I do think that, but I don't think he's gonna be able to survive the whole thing. He got too much going on. This dude stay working, and he has got a whole lot going on. So we'll see. But shout out to the dude. I'm so happy for him. And we need to uplift him a little more than what we've done. You've seen that filmography. You've seen the theater work he's doing. You've seen the awards he's won. This dude is that dude, man. He is that dude. Post your comments, y'all. We'll get to the super chats in the comments at the end. Moochie, we got a show coming back on in May 10th. What you think it is? The Shy. This show right here.
Tell me he was going to be on this.
Hey, I wish he would, man. Lord, I wish he would. He can't do everything. Moochie, he can't get all the jobs.
Look, he's doing everything, though. He has been.
He got to let somebody else work, Moochie. Damn, let somebody else get something to eat, okay? All right. Yeah, go. Well, The Shy, ladies and gentlemen, it returns May the 10th. And it's going to be part 2 of season 6. Something that had us all scratching our heads. Damn near, I almost forgot what happened in the last part, which of course they like that because they want you to go back and look at it. But Moochie, some things done got escalated. We have 4 new cast members. Let me let you take a look at these cats. We got my boy.
I don't know who the last one is.
We got my boy from the Different World, Kadeem Hardison. He was Dwayne. By the way, they are doing a Different World tour across the HBCUs. So check if you got an HBCU in your community and see if you can go check them out on tour. It is phenomenal. They've got Don Lewis, Kadeem Hardison, of course, Whitley Gilbert, Jasmine Guy. They have the young lady that played Kim and Glenn Turman, who played General Taylor. All of them are coming out, and it just be bananas. Oh, and they also got my man that played Ron Johnson. Go check them out. But
yeah,
on
that
the
happens to be the girl that plays Vanessa baby father.
yeah. So this is who you got: Kadeem Hardison, Leon, Brett Gray, Daniel J. Watts, and let me tell you what they're gonna be doing. And you know Leon was a heartthrob way back in the day, looking like he musty
I
as
hope
hell.
they here to take down Duda. I hope they here to support Emmett. I hope
Well, let's
that's where
see.
they going with this because
Well,
Emmett
let's
needs
see.
some good black men in his corner.
Well, let's see if it ain't too far gone for him. They're saying Showtime's The Chi will feature 4 additional new actors in recurring guest star roles when part 2 of season 6 premieres on May 10th. They are Kadeem Hardison, Leon, Brett Gray, and Daniel J. Watts, Werewolf by Night. Hardison plays Professor Gardner, a college literature professor. So, Moochie, let's stop right there. The only person I can see him intervening, there's only 2 people who I think have a college story right now, and that would be Keisha, maybe Kevin, because Kevin is going to do the gaming thing, but maybe he'll decide he want to go to school too. But if I had to pick, he's going to be impacting Keisha somehow, some way. And what do you think that impact would be, Moochie?
Educational wise, she already had a problem with what Emmett's doing. Remember, she wanted to be a teacher, so he's gonna put her in that direction where she's probably gonna be teaching again. Because remember, she lost the job.
Oh yeah. So when I hear this, I don't think that he's going to be playing a sleazeball at all. No way. No way. He's going to be an outstanding dude in this series, and whatever role he has in Keisha's life is going to be one to support her and help her. So I think we good on that. Now let's take a look at old Mr. Musty Leon. Let's take a look at this.
Why he says Mr. Musty?
Look at that. He looked like he musty. He like back in them days when Red Fox and James Brown would be on stage sweating and shit. My grandma used to always say,
I don't see that with this one. I don't see that. I don't see that.
All right. Of course, because you probably want to get a taste of that sweat. Look at you, old nasty self. You just like Markeisha. Thirsty.
Every last drop.
Oh my God, y'all. Y'all see my face. Oh Lord. Anyway, Leon plays Alonzo, a charming, street-savvy attorney with old ties to Alicia, who is being played by guest star Lynn Whitfield. Moochie.
So that's her boo?
You think I don't know if it's gonna be her boo as much as he could be her attorney and know that she don't mind dibber-dabbling in criminal activity, and he might help her get either herself off or her son off for taking out Duda.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Because she'll get down and do some dirty business.
The question is, okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is Leon playing his is that his baby's father? Her son's dad?
That I could see that.
That's what I'm seeing. I don't know about y'all. That's what I'm seeing because he got that linky look.
Yeah.
Like Rob. So I
can
think
see
this
that.
is Rob's father, y'all.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Leon.
Right. Let me know, y'all. Remember I said it here. I believe that's his dad, y'all.
Leon is the father of Rob.
What are they just saying he's a
charming street savvy attorney with old ties to Alicia. What better old tie than you being the father of her kid? That's a damn old tie for sure. I think so. That's a biological tie.
Yeah, they don't want to say that. What if he doesn't know? What if he doesn't know? Because remember, Rob didn't talk about his family a lot because he said they argued a lot. So maybe him and maybe this is his dad. They got I guess a volatile relationship. Or I'm gonna go with that. I'm rolling with that.
Okay, I can roll with it too. Then we got Gray plays Damien, a whip smart young man who will impact Emmett's life in more ways than one. Ah, hell. Moochie wanted somebody to impact Emmett. So here we go. Damien, a whip smart young man who will impact Emmett's life in more ways than one. Moochie, I don't know if I'm feeling too positive about this one. You know, they using all these taxiderm words impact his life in more ways than one. As of right now, where Emmett is, Moochie, what kind of impacts do you think he need in his life?
Emmett is at the position now where he could be good or bad. He could go to the dark side and be just as deadly as Duda if he gets around somebody that's going to mentor him and do it unbeknownst to him, because that's how gullible he is.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. You said he as gullible as Southwest T is with Markeisha?
Nah, he's gullible, thinking that Duda didn't want nothing from him and just was giving him money, and he wasn't involved in cleaning money. He don't even realize that he was breaking the law, and now it's too late to get out of that. So he probably gonna need some crafty little ninja to get him out of this situation.
So what is this crafty little ninja gonna want in return? And could
the crafty
we
little ninja gonna want to run the underground and take Duda's spot? He gonna probably try to convince him to take Duda out. It's probably word on the street now, Lamont, that they tried and failed. So it's getting back. Who was the people that tried to, go at Duda and unsuccessfully fail? You know what I mean? They failed with it.
Right. So you basically think he could be some kind of crafty young drug dealer or something like that takes Emmett under his wing and says, "Look, dude, get out the game. I'm gonna cover you up and give me some free food." Think he could be that type of cat? Or do you think he'd be this type of cat, Moochie? Let's just be frank about this. Of all things Emmett has, he has a family and he has a beautiful wife to be. Do you think and this statement says, whip smart young man who will impact Emmett's life in more ways than one. Do you think we could see Keisha step out on Emmett with this crafty young man?
Oh, well, I didn't know he had anything to do with Keisha. But
who says he's got anything to do with Keisha? If you got something to do with Emmett, you're gonna probably have something to do with Keisha.
I hope she not. I think she's still traumatized from what happened with her. Where she stayed with Emmett because he was familiar and he knew her. Who knows? Remember, she was talking to older guys before.
Right, and if you recall, Moochie, what's Duda's main bodyguard name? I can't think of his name right now.
You talking about Nut?
Yeah, Nook. You seen the way she's been very cavalier around Nook. Now, she ain't do nothing, and she basically checked him, but she let that energy fly real high a couple of times, and when she needed to manipulate Nook, with her knowing he likes her, she's been able to do that. So if she's at that point, Moochie, I don't see why she wouldn't take another look at somebody else. I mean, look, she tried to look at the L7 dude, and then they just got rid of him, if you recall.
Yeah.
Kicked him to the curb. Then last but not least, we have Watts plays Pastor. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. We have Watts who plays Pastor Ezekiel, a charismatic pastor of the mega church. And we know that's got something to do with Papa. And Papa's probably new girlfriend, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because who's a religious person on the show? That's Papa. And dude looked like he could be in Kurt Franklin's band. If we're looking at the right one with the glasses, I could see him trying to play a mega pastor. So whose life is he going to impact on the show, Moochie, other than Papa?
Remember, he kicked his girlfriend to the curb. He kicked her to the curb. Is this her father? Because
And I
remember, her
thought that was,
family is mixed
yeah,
in with that church. Is this her dad?
this her daddy. This is her dad.
Wow.
And you remember, Moochie, how we talked about something bad has happened to that little girl dealing with her daddy. And so maybe we about to find out she was molested, harassed. Someone tried to do something to her and cover it up, and the dad wouldn't let it go to the police. There are some wires not being crossed with her and her father. And I think we done found her father, Pastor Watts, a charismatic pastor of a mega church. We got him right here, looking like Kirk Franklin Band. There we go. We got him. We got him. But what they gonna do with him, Moochie? What they gonna do with him?
Let me ask you this, Lamont.
Go for it.
Everything that's happening with the mega churches.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they will incorporate any of this in the shot?
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm look. I'm like, I got my ear to the wall, like with a glass, ready to listen.
The only way I see why you wouldn't is because Lena Waithe is a huge advocate of the LGBTQ community, and if you start talking about how some of these pastors of these mega churches, they do a lot of things wrong, which they misappropriate money. Mm-hmm. We've caught several of them in these inappropriate relationships positions. Mm-hmm. And we've caught a few of them who's supposed to be married messing around with people of the same sex and trying to keep it under wraps that was underage. So it would be fitting to go after these type of stories, but I don't see Lena attacking it that way and putting it on the pastor. Like, she might have somebody in the church that done something wrong and the pastor tried to hide it or cover it up, but I don't see her letting the pastor be the one to do all these dastardly acts. I mean, I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for this to come back out. I'm ready for it. Hell, I almost done forgot about it, but hey, we'll get it on May 10th. And then finally, Moochie, I've got a funny story. It's not funny. It's funny to me because for years they tried to ruin black men as we the heathens of this society. And then it's always a hypocrisy to me when these situations turn around and the very people that's been saying this about minorities is the one that's doing it and getting away with it because you're putting the spotlight on somebody else. Like my grandma say, hit dogs holler. Well, Moochie, when it comes to the 26-year-old Alexandria, Jerry Jones, I believe you are the damn father. And Moochie, let me play the news clip for you. Jerry Jones has been paying off a family for years to not say nothing. And guess what? Little 27-year-old Alexandria said, oh, hell no. The Dallas Cowboys is worth how much? And if it's made clear that you my daddy, I can get $9 billion of that? Oh, hell no, Jerry. We got to talk about this. Here we go, Moochie.
Story that's getting a lot of interest online. We don't know when it all happened, but a judge has ordered Cowboys owner Jerry Jones to take a paternity test. WFA's Richard Solomon has the details.
27-year-old Alexandra Davis originally sued Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones back in 2022, seeking recognition as his biological daughter. Now that he has to take this DNA test, she might get the answer that she's been longing for. The lawsuit claimed Jones courted Davis's mother in 1995 in Arkansas. In a statement given at WFAA last night, Davis's attorney, Chris Hayes, wrote, "The ruling by Judge Sandra Jackson is a huge victory for many families." It later says, in part, her ruling proves that being a rich, powerful person does not mean you are above the law. WFAA reported last November a judge in the U.S. District Court dismissed the defamation suit filed by Davis last October, but the judge allowed Davis's lawyers the opportunity to refile their complaint. That alleged Jones, his lawyer, and a consultant portrayed her as an extortionist. And Hayes went on to say in the statement that Davis will no longer, quote, have to hide her truth, and that she's also given a voice to all children in her position. For now, in Arlington this morning, I'm Richard Solomon.
Let me show y'all Mrs. Davis and Mrs. Davis's mama.
Uh-oh.
So the blonde sitting down was the jump off, who has since gotten divorced because the husband found out about it. and that's the daughter sitting in the background. All right. Moochie, I'll let you have the first swing at this fastball, and then I'll come back and rebuttal.
So you mean to tell me that he got basically it probably was one of them old cheerleaders that he knocked up.
Mm-hmm.
And she blamed it on the man, which happened to be the father all those years. This is me speculating, y'all.
No. You're speculating the truth. The father took a DNA test and it was concluded he is not the daddy.
So she did her research. Oh, yeah, I slept with the owner of the Cowboys back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day. This was what? How old is this girl?
She's 27.
Oh, yeah. She was getting it in the early 2000s. In the 90s.
It was 1995 or something. He had already won a Super Bowl by then. You know? And I'm sure he came and said what yada yada yada. But she was with a husband at that point in time. So she cheated. He cheated.
Wild night.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Well, you see what happened. You created a wild site. A wild site that wants $9 billion of that Dallas Cowboy money. Moochie. So this is what I think about the whole situation. I just kind of feel like this. For all these years, they be vilifying black men, minorities, telling you to take care of your damn responsibilities.
Yup, take care of your kids.
And oftentimes, I rail against how power and money is allowed to get away with stuff that the average person can't get away with. And then when they do get caught, because they're so rich and powerful and they pay so many people's bills, we ain't supposed to say nothing bad about them because people worry they're going to take food off their plate. Man, get the hell out of here. The laws should be equal no matter who you are, even though we know it's not. And it's not because we human beings allow it to be that way. The story reads that this girl is claiming that he's been paying them all this hush money for all these years. And do I think this is a money play? I'm sure it is. Hell yeah, it's probably a money play. But this is your child, it is a legit money play.
Yep.
So yeah, you can't get mad, get glad. You got that nut 27 years ago, and sometimes a nut you can't get rid of. And this looks to be the type who can't get rid of. Now, this is how it's going to really play out. Because you heard in the case that he's had judges throw this shit out. And I'm sure them judges was in his damn pocket. Like we done learned.
Of course.
But then when they went to this woman judge, she was like, oh, hell no. Dude, if there's anybody who can afford this, it is you. And she was like, no, get that DNA test, buddy. Get that DNA. But what he's going to do, he's going to appeal this. And then when it's made clear that he is the dad, he's probably going to try to appeal whatever she wants in terms of the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to appeal this thing. Now, the dude, he's about damn near 90 years old. He's probably going to appeal till he's dead. But here's the thing. He can appeal till he's dead and flipping over in his grave. This girl is only 27, and she's got her whole life to keep getting this money, and you can't do but so many appeals. So I say that at best, as much as they're going to try to appeal this thing, it has probably 10 years before she finally get her due. And even when she get her due, Moochie, they're going to definitely settle. But when you come from a position of $9 billion, what you think the settlement is going to be on that, Moochie?
It's going to be a heck of a lot.
Damn right.
And look, a lot.
And his team could look at it in two ways, Moochie. The longer you kick the can down the road, the more the Cowboys are going to be worth, the more she can raise her settlement.
Yep.
Because of the value of the team.
Is he going to deliberately run the Cowboys into the ground? Hey, Kenzie, she's a Cowboy fan.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
She's probably pissed off right now.
Well, I mean, Jerry Jones, a part of him probably like this because he is all about the spotlight. The spotlight,
and the attention he getting.
Yes, the spotlight is his drug. And now that this has come out, I'm sure he's probably feeling like I'm getting street credibility. You know, I'm not just a clean cut owner. I'm a thug too. Because on the low, Moochie, they want to feel like that on the inside, but they can't never admit it. So I'm sure he's feeling that too. I don't know, Moochie. I think probably the smartest thing for them to do, get the DNA test, and if it says what I think it's going to say, dude, go ahead and just cut her $1 billion. One of my old mentors, we used to call him Uncle Big Dog. He used to always say, "It's cheaper to buy it and cheaper to keep her." You keep trying to drag this thing down the road instead of settling for $1 billion. She might get you to the point where you got to settle for $4 billion. Nobody wants to do that, especially when you try to run from this situation. But Moochie, when they found out he's the daddy, unless he embraces this girl, are they going to vilify him the way they would vilify anybody else who would find out that they've got a 27-year-old love child and then you try to run from him? How do you think the media is going to treat him when they find out if this is his daughter?
Look, if he had the judges in his pockets this long, where he having to kick from judge to judge, he going to try to stifle this too. He going to try to stifle this where it's not that much coverage on it. But I feel like just how y'all the media brings up the whole thing with how they talk about black men not taking care of their kids. We need to shine the light on this, because this is a billionaire, and he's talking about how he don't even wanted to go through this. And then I could play both sides, because Jay-Z got 2 kids that he been fighting for against doing paternity. Really? And they're grown. Yes.
Really?
And this was all before he became famous.
Oh, and he's still fighting against the paternity.
This was back when he was all the raps he talked about in his D-Boy days, when he was going back and forth from New York to Virginia, Maryland. He got kids scattered all over, I believe. Allegedly.
Damn.
Allegedly.
Hey, well, the richer he get, the more they're gonna want that paper too, and you can't run but for so long.
Well,
so,
they've been suppressing that where the son, that they haven't been able to take a DNA test.
Really?
The daughter, her mother had MS, which this woman is messed up, and this is your daughter, and you're not taking care of this woman. But I heard she got an escalator in the house behind it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Moochie. Everybody and their mama is gonna try to find a way to get into this court where this girl went at to get that judge, whatever her name was, to be like, we need some DNA evidence. We need a paternity test, quickly, fast, and in a hurry.
How long you think this DNA test gonna take before the public knows the results?
The one with Jay-Z or the one with
with the Cowboys, because he seems like he has the most influential power, because he's gonna probably be able to suppress that too. Like, where they're gonna be going back, filing for appeals and doing all of this nonsense, wasting taxpayers' time and money.
Like I said, Moochie, I would put a complete cap on the whole thing of 10 years. But I'll say he'll be able to kick this can down the road for at least 3 years before he's forced to do it. And let me tell you something. People that's this rich and powerful, one thing that they hate more than anything, I mean, they are almost killed for it, is for someone who's in a position to make them do something. They can't stand that. It's like once you get to a certain level of money, I call it FU money. Nobody can really make you do anything except for the federal government. And he is not going to like, first of all, there was a woman judge at that. So he ain't going to like that part either. He is not going to like that this woman judge is forcing him to get this DNA test. And I just contend, if it's your child, Jerry, go ahead and cut her a check, do the right thing in front of the media, and then let it go. Let it go.
Look, Eddie Murphy went through all of that with Mel B. Remember, he thought that kid wasn't his, and they was going back and forth to court and all of that.
Yep.
And they dragged Eddie Murphy. Why isn't this not in the news? Like they not talking about it how they talk about other stuff. It's like a whisper to me, or maybe because I'm not following football, so maybe that's why.
Well, this is not just a football story. When you have someone who is this influential and rich, this crosses beyond just football. This is business. This is business, and let this have been, I don't know, Michael Jordan. I don't know, Tyler Perry. It'd be all over the news, and it'd certainly be in black media for
exactly.
Sure.
That's our problem. We need to carry their news too. Like, you know how we blow up our spot out with our people,
right?
Blow up the spot with this. This need to be on black media too. We all talk about it too, because the first thing they always discuss is a black man being a deadbeat dad. This dude know he got this kid out here. He probably even remember some parts of the night if he got it good. So you can't tell me.
You know, and look at her. She looked like she auditioned for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleading squad.
Yeah, that's as soon as I saw the blonde hair, I said she probably was a cheerleader, y'all. You know how they have wild holiday parties and stuff like that. When that girl birthday?
Oh Lord, look at you! Look at
Let me find out she's a product from the Super Bowl.
Oh Lord!
When's the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl?
1995.
Oh, is she 27?
27.
That sound like a Super Bowl party, baby.
Post your comments, y'all. I'm just lobbying for do the right thing. If you're gonna make everybody else in society have to wear a scarlet letter for doing bad behavior when it's their child, he should be having to do the same thing too. And if you're not going to make him do it, then everybody else needs to get the same damn cover. That's all I'm saying. But we'll find out, and I'm gonna keep you guys abreast because I stay watching these stories because this is not just black news. The title of this segment,
deep with this one.
Yeah, the title of this show is Black News and More, and that was the and more segment. And so now we are going to go in here, take some super chats, and take some comments before we get out of here and let people go on about their weekly business. As always, we appreciate you rocking with us at noontime. Subscribe to the channel, share us, come join the podcast. Follow me on TikTok, LifeGains1, and check out Moochie. Her link is in the video description. Let's see here. Let me see here. Suburbia Jones. He says, oh, he done changed his name to Suburbia Jones Effect. I don't think legally his daughter's entitled to anything. She's 27, way past the age of support. Yeah, but here's the problem. He never paid child support. He paid hush money.
Yep.
Hush money. And they can make you go back and pay whatever child support based on your income is. They certainly can do that. Not only that, but unless some rights is given up, and then this is going to depend on state to state, the chick is entitled to some of the estate.
Yep.
Sorry, Suburbia.
So I see her in the skybox in 3 years.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She gonna be in the skybox with her mama and everything.
And let me tell you this. Inga71 said, those are just rumors with Jay-Z, Moochie. What you got to say about that, Moochie?
Those are rumors, but it's people. He's shooting down on paternity tests. That second girl is his daughter. That first older girl is his daughter. D. Haven confirmed that because that's who he was running with back then.
Okay. Well, I mean, Inga, to that point,
and even though a house, from what I heard, she has a house in Maryland somewhere. She has a house in Maryland and an Escalade, and she's been quiet lately.
Oh, I wouldn't run my mouth either. But Inga, to that point, there's white folks sitting around saying the same thing about Jerry Jones. It's just a rumor, and what I just played you in the newscast, that wasn't conjecture, that wasn't innuendo, that wasn't speculation. That was the news telling you he's been fighting this girl. He won a couple of suits, but now he has to take the paternity test. That's fact. That's fact. And maybe we need to dig up them same facts for Jay-Z to see where they at. And let me see here. Tressa C comes through, Moochie, putting them hammers up for you, sis. She put them hammers up for you. You're on mute, Moochie.
Thank you, Ian.
Okay. Condi says, if so, does he have to pay her, them, the difference?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, they gonna get paid. They gonna get paid. Then my boy Alex, who be coming through with all the news reports, man. This dude stay on it. He says Bad Boy 4 just finished filming. It's supposed to come out June 7th.
Yeah, that's the day.
Are you excited for that? And happy pre-birthday, Mucho. Are you excited? Are you going to go on a date to see Bad Boys the day before your birthday?
Oh no, that's my father's birthday the day before. No, yeah, I will go see it. I will go see. I don't know about. I want to see a trailer to it first. But I think they don't show the whole. You know how they be showing all the good parts in the trailer.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are they doing this one on their own?
It's Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, and then I think they got like 2 young people that's gonna kind of replace them.
Do all the running and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, I believe they are piggybacking off of the last installment where he finds out that he had a son, and I think he's in it again. So I saw that. Right.
To me, my favorite in this whole franchise was part 2. Man, that thing was a thrill ride from the beginning to the end, and it was pretty long. But it was long in a good way. And I normally, when the movies is that long, I be rolling my eyes. I was on the edge of my seat the whole movie. I really, really enjoyed that one. And I hope we can get a little bit of that kind of magic back in this one.
I agree.
Before we get out of here, Moochie, what you got going on your channel that the people can look forward to seeing?
The trailer breakdown for Hightown. We're going to talk about that because the finale's coming. My people want me to do a watch party, so we might try to get something like that in effect. So I'm, just chilling right now.
Okay, do the watch party.
You need to come.
Man, I got kids, man. That's all I can say. And one of them thinks she's my leader. And y'all want to see which one I'm talking about? That's the one I'm talking about right there, looking like Wonder Woman. So, folks, this is what my TikTok page looks like. LIFEGAINS 1. I am almost at 7,000 subscribers. Please come over there and join me. I put up short clips of videos. You'll catch me and Moochie. You'll catch me and Miss K up there sometimes. This is what the podcast looks like. Come check me out on the podcast. We out of here. What I got coming up for y'all this week on my channel, Hightown, the finale, me and my wife. And a lot of y'all have really enjoyed the banter between me and my wife and me making her roll her eyes at me and looking like she want to choke me. So we're trying to find another show that we can review. I'm possibly going to start reviewing Shogun, the FX show. It is really, really good. And I've got BMF going to be coming out Friday. Hightown going to be coming out Friday. And I might review Damsel. That is the Netflix movie that comes out Friday that stars Millie Bobby Brown and Angela Bassett, where basically you have a damsel in distress, which is Millie Bobby Brown. She's married into a kingdom, and that kingdom is using her as a blood sacrifice for years of treating the black people wrong back in the old English days. And what did they do with the sacrifice? They take that girl, throw her into the pits of hell with this dragon who's been cursed down there and wants to get out and get some revenge, and they're going to use her as the sacrifice. It piqued my interest. It definitely piqued my interest, and I'm hopefully it'll pique yours too. If not, my review will, because you know I'm going to have jokes. So don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, get that life game, and we'll catch you on the next one.